What's going on, family? This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. I want to take a look at a heavyweight by the name of Fred Fulton. Now, Fred Fulton had a fighting record of 81-15-4 with 72 knockouts, an astonishing puncher. He fought from 1913 to 1933, and although never held a world title, he fought Jack Dempsey, an achievement that many never had an opportunity to receive. Now, looking at Fred Fulton's fighting career, I noticed he was born on April 19, 1891 at Blue Rapids, Kansas, and he stood 6'5" and weighed 215 pounds. I also recognized that he was managed by Mike Collins and Jack Redding. As you can see here, he began his professional debut on January 28, 1913, against a fighter by the name of Mike Burns. They fought in Superior, Wisconsin, and Mike Burns was KO'd in one round. He fought in February against a fighter by the name of Tom Riley in Minneapolis, and he was knocked out in 3 rounds as Tom Riley. March 24th, Fred Fulton would face Charlie Nelson in Hudson, Wisconsin, and knock him out in 1 round. April 3rd, Fred Fulton would face Carl Morris. Now, Carl Morris was a very strong puncher, and he would lose on a foul in 6 rounds. April 23rd, he would knock out a fighter in 5 rounds and jump back in there on May 7th against Mike Gettison, and he would knock him out in 1 round. He would be stopped in his next fight on May 22nd against a fighter by the name of Al Pauser. He would be knocked out in 4 rounds. October 1st, he would face Al Ross in Fairview, and he would win on a 12-round decision. October 12th, he would face Jack Hempel, San Francisco, California, and knock out his opponent in 3 rounds. October 26th, Al Kaufman, another good fighter, lost San Francisco, and he would defeat him in 4 rounds. November 12th, he would face Kid McCoy, San Francisco, in a 4-round exhibition. 1915, February 15th, he would face Stanley Crosby in Hudson and knock him out in 1 round. April 29th, Jack Moran in Wisconsin, and he would knock him out in 5 rounds. May 14th, he would face former heavyweight champion Jess Willard in Rochester, Minnesota, in a 4-round exhibition. June 4th, he would face Frank Farmer and knock him out in 6 rounds. Bill Clark, August 6th, knock him out in 2 rounds. Arthur Perkley, another good fighter, August 27th. No decision in 10 rounds. And he would knock out the remainder of his opponents in 1915. 1916, January 28th, Porky Flynn, New Orleans. He would defeat him in 20 rounds. March 17th, Fireman Jim Flynn, Milwaukee. He would knock him out in 2 rounds. He would face Al Reach on April 28th in New York, and he would knock him out in 9 rounds. September 8th, Porky Flynn, St. Paul, no decision in 10 rounds. October 27th, Andre Anderson, knock him out in 1 round. 1917, January 9th, he would face Tom Kohler in Brooklyn, New York, and he would knock him out in 1 round. February 12th, Charlie Wernick, New York, knock him out in 2 rounds. April 4th, Carl Morris, New York. He would lose to him on a foul again, 5 rounds. July 5th, Porky Flynn, New York, knock him out in 4 rounds. Jack Moran, St. Louis, knock him out in 3 rounds. That would be July 9th. September 3rd, Carl Morris, he would win on a foul in 6 rounds. November 27th, Gumboat Smith, Minneapolis, knock him out in 7 rounds. That's a very, very good victory. December 10th, Porky Flynn, Columbus, Ohio, would knock him out in 2 rounds. December 25th, Harry Tate, Little Rock, Arkansas. He would lose on a foul in 1 round. 1918, he would have a very, very good year, as you can see here. Look at the amount of fighters he fought. Jack Coleman, Marshall Claiborne, Harry Tate, Billy Misk. Billy Misk was a very good fighter, mostly fought at middleweight. January 18th, St. Paul, no decision, 10 rounds. He would face Frank Moran, New Orleans, knock him out in 3 rounds. February 25th, Frank Moran would fight Jack Johnson, Jess Willard, among others. Jim Harper, knock him out in 2 rounds. Rudy Peterson, San Francisco, 4-round exhibition. Joe Bonds, New York, 3-round exhibition. Jack Dempsey, Harrison, New Jersey, he would be knocked out in 1 round. And that's the Jack Dempsey fight I was telling you about. Eddie Mean, November 16th, San Francisco, he would defeat him in 4 rounds. Eddie Mean would go the distance with Jack Dempsey. December 13th, he would knock out a foe in 1 round. Willie Mean, San Francisco, 1919. He would win in 4 rounds, January 24th. (1920) Frank Moran in Newark, New Jersey, January 12th. No decision in 8 rounds. Silas Green, Buffalo, New York, knock him out in 4 rounds, January 19th. Now, January 21st, he would fight Tom Caller, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, knock him out in 3 rounds. I have every last one of these fighters' profiles. February 3rd, John Lester Johnson, good African-American fighter, Boston, he would knock him out in 8 rounds. Porky Flynn, Atlanta, Georgia, knock him out in 4 rounds. I'm just moving along. April 8th, he would face Gumbo Smith in Portland, knock him out in 2 rounds. April 21st, Jack Thompson, Portland, knock him out in 6 rounds. July 26th, Harry Wells, Newark. He was knocked out by Harry Wells in 3 rounds. 1921, February 8th, battling McCready, Boston. He would knock him out in 2 rounds. February 22nd, Roughhouse Ware, Allentown, Pennsylvania. He would knock him out in 3 rounds. Mike Carlson, Freeport, New York. That's by Long Island area. He would knock him out in 2 rounds. That's February 28th, 1921. Jack Temple, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He would knock him out in 1 round. May 3rd. Now, May 2nd, Jack Bell, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He would knock him out in 2 rounds. November 22nd, he would face Carl Morris and knock him out in 4 rounds. June 7th, he would face Dan Daly, another good fighter. In Syracuse, New York, he would knock him out in 1 round. 1922, he would have a good year. He would only lose to Martin Berkey. New Orleans, he would lose in 15 rounds on October 2nd of 1922. But he would face fighters such as Bob Roper. He faced him 3 times. He would knock him out twice and have a 12-round draw. Let me correct that. He would have a no decision in 12 rounds with Bob Roper, 12-round draw with Bob Roper, and he would knock Bob Roper out in 4 rounds. He would face Carl Morris December 18th, 1922, and knock him out in 4 rounds. April 23rd, he would face Floyd Johnson, Jersey City, New Jersey, no decision in 12 rounds. May 12th, Jack Renault in New York, who would lose on a foul in 4 rounds. September 10th, he would face Jack Gorman, no decision in 6 rounds. He would be knocked out on October 1st by Jack Rulin in Boston. He would be knocked out in the 9th round. Farmer Lodge, Minneapolis, he would knock him out in 1 round, November 23rd, 1923. 1924, he would have all knockouts, but he would be stopped by Tony Fuente. Los Angeles, California, he would be knocked out in the very first round. That would be November 17th, 1924. (1925) December 18th, he would face George Godfrey. And he would be knocked out by George Godfrey in the 5th round. And that would be his last fight. Total bouts 100. He would knock out 66 of his opponents. He would win on a decision in 6 times. He would win on a foul twice. He would have 2 draws. He would lose on a decision and once. He would lose on a foul 4 times. He would be knocked out 7 times. He would have no decision, 11 of those. He won no contest. So Fred Fulton, all in all, had a very good career. As you can see, all the knockouts he had. He would face Jack Dempsey. He would face Jess Willard. He would face Willie Meade. Fireman Jim Flynn. I just want to recognize Fred Fulton. He was a devastating puncher. This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuff series. Salute to my subscribers. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Peace. I quickly took out a Police Gazette heavyweight scrapbook, and I just wanted to show you fight between Floyd Johnson We have Jess Willard here. Heavyweight battle, 12 lively rounds in Jersey City. Floyd Johnson, the young heavyweight from Iowa and Point West, who was booked to box Jess Willard today for the Milk Fund in New York. Won a 12-round bout as a preliminary to today's big event over Fred Fulton, Minnesota, on the night of April 23rd at the Armory Arena in Jersey City, New Jersey. Johnson was called the victor by a consensus of newspaper opinion, since decisions are not permitted under the New Jersey law. So as you can see, certain states had laws where they just went to the newspaper decisions. Here you have Floyd Johnson and Fulton. I'll give you a good shot here. They say he's a dangerous opponent for Jack Dempsey. Johnson drew the newspaper verdict in his contest against the lanky Fulton, chiefly because of his aggressiveness, his disposition to rush the pound. Plaster therefore threw out the 12 cantos of their set 2. Now, I haven't rectified this issue, but I think I told you on a couple of videos that when I show you these words and the articles, it's a distraction to my vision because the prescription glasses that I'm looking through. I have to take off the glasses in order to really show you these on the camera. And obviously there's no prescription lens on the camera. So it's blurry to me, even though I'm making a sacrifice to try and show you what I can. So if I read something and it's a little off, that's why I show receipts. Please excuse me, but I'm trying to give you the best I can. I told my subscribers and those who view my channel that I would value their time for positive info, and I think I'm trying to do that. I've been giving you a lot of information that a lot of these collectors and historians are not going to show you. They're not going to show it to you. And that's why you don't see them on the internet like that. They'll talk about it, they'll make up graphs and stats, but they're not going to show you old-time pictures. They're just not going to do it. And I'm doing it for my subscribers. I have so many more things that I've yet to show you that is just crazy. But, you know, they're in boxes and storage, and I have to keep them in a certain climate temperature and out of light. So unless I need them, I don't keep them around too much. So I have 900, I'm up to 960 scrapbooks right now. A lot of them weigh about 5 pounds a piece. They're over 1,000 pages per book. And they cover from the mid-1800s to almost current. So I just having fun just showing you certain things. So every once in a while I'll show you some extra things. But this is Scrapbook Boxing Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. And I hope you got something out of this particular video with Floyd Johnson. Salute to my subscribers. Great fighters will never be forgotten on my channel. Salute.